The home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks.
Tomorrow, I believe you advanced yesterday, huh?
The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Him, Rondo.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Prescott from the gun. He's got his tight end Fant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. On second down now, it's Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott now. And that's Elliott. Complete.
Damn it, get the first
Well, this is
down.
going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this,
Yeah, okay.
all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Running with Elliott. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Yeah.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He completes it to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Now Jones. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Ran the route better than he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Double dog. That's the way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
At the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This thrown quickly out to Jones. 7-7, our score after 1. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm on. Jumper.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Green 80. 54. Line 54. Go.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He didn't play like this when he had the Panthers. Play a little bit different.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
A gain of 12. And the Cowboy first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead. There's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on first down, Prescott, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On third down, it's Prescott. That one complete, Elliott. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Check 24, check 24.
They go play action now. Wilson. Jones has it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Green 80. 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Right.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Quentin Jefferson, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Maher is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check right 54. Right 54. On the ball. Hey, alert. Mike 5-4. Zebra. Mike 5-4. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Listen. Right there, 54, right there, 50. Hey, switch gears.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the pass.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Check right 54. Right 54. Pick it up, guys.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the 20-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Push him back.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Throwing is Wilson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Myers' kick is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their 43-yard line.
It wasn't a good stop, T-Lo. God damn it.
Green 80.
Go right back to him.
Switch out, switch out.
On 1st down, it's Jones, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Check 315. Check 55 for Mike. Check pass. Check run left, run left. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 16-yard line.
Man, I needed that 3rd down stop.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Good touch.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
They'll try again with Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, my God. I thought they
Well,
called it safety.
Partner, right there.
Yo,
that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
You see that safety?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott, this is the tight end fan. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Cowboys.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They go down with it again. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, yeah, Dak Prescott sucks.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.